Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about EEG. So, what is the abbreviation of EEG? Electroencephalography. 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 So, EEG. What is the importance of the EEG? We are already discussed in sleep. So, EEG is the record the electrical activity of brain. It is the record of electrical activity of a brain. So in the brain, any signals is passed from brain to outside of the body to brain. That signals is recorded by the EEG. So EEG is during an EEG test, a small electrolytes are used here. In the EEG is one of the mission. EEG is one of the mission. During the EEG test, at the duration of the EEG test, we are using a small electrolytes like cup and disc type. Cup or disc type are placed on the scalp. So these are, for example, this over the scalp. For example, it is the total is covered by the EEG electrolytes. EEG electrolytes are total cover the our scalp. It is the small electrolytes, a cup like and disc like electrolytes are placed on the overhead. So the next one, they pick up the brain electrical signals. These are the pick the electrical signals and send them to a mission. Catch the electric signals and send it to a mission. That mission is known as a EEG. The EEG is identify the signals in the brain. It is one of the mission. So this is the introduction of the EEG. The next one, the EEG is record the signals. So how to record the signals? By using of a wavy line. By using of a wavy lines onto a computer screen or a paper or a computer screen or a paper, the wavy lines are produced. Depends upon the wavy lines, identify the signal transmission in the brain. So what is the frequency range? What is the EEG range? So what is the EEG range? The EEG range frequency range is 0.1 to 100 or amplitude range is it one is the frequency range, and the second one is the amplitude range. Amplitude range is 2 to 200 microvolt. 2 to 200 microvolt range. So this is the normal range. And what is the importance of the electroencephalography? The next one, what is the history? What is the history of the electroencephalography? In 1875, Richard Catton from Germany discovered the EEG. And identify the electrical activity in the brain. The next one, in 1990, Adolf Beck also investigation of the spontaneous electrical activity, the brain, and rabbits and dogs. So first Richard Catton 1875, Adolf Beck is the 1895. This is the history of the EEG. And the next one is the EEG is what is the procedure? So how to identify the EEG, how to identify the electrical signals in the brain? So what is the procedure? So first a standard on a non-invasive EEG takes about 1 hour. EEG take 1 hour. And the next one, the patient will be positioned on a table. And the next, first take the EEG and patient placed on a table or chair. Table or chair. And the next one, they measure the electrical activity in various parts of the brain. And the next one, measurement of electrical signals in the various part of the brain. And the next one, various part of the brain. And the next one, EEG technician will attach the 16 to 20 electrodes to the scalp. In the total overhead, minimum 16 to 20 electrodes are placed on the scalp or overhead. 20. So here look like this one is each one is placed in the each and every part of the total our overhead. The next one is the brain is generated the impulse. So in the brain some signals are transmitted, and generation of the signals are electrons in the brain. So that impulse is are the pick up by the EEG electrodes, and then EEG electrodes. And the next one is that send to the mission. That mission is showing the wavy lines. These lines is the wavy lines are produces. So depends upon the wavy lines, identify the electrical activity in the brains. So the electrical activity in the brains. So the next one, by using of the wavy lines. So different types of wavy lines are identified. So types of waves. So first one is alpha waves. So the alpha waves. So alpha waves are the found in the normal person. It is found in a normal person. And the next one, at the resting state only. At the resting state, normal person identify the alpha waves. They occur in the occipital region. In the brain, total 4 regions are there. So they are occur in the occipital region. They are occur in the occipital region. So what is the range of the alpha waves? Alpha waves are 18 to 13 Hz. Alpha waves are present and indicated the calm and relaxed state only. The alpha waves are indication of rest, and the next one, relaxed state only. The next one ray is alpha ray. The next one ray is beta rays. Beta waves. So this is a symbol of the beta wave. The beta wave is recorded from the parietal and frontal region of the scalp. Parietal and frontal region of the scalp, and it divided into 2 types. The alpha is divided into 2 types. It one is identified at the occipital region. It is the beta waves identified in the 2 regions, one parietal and frontal region. So the beta is divided into 2 types, beta 1 and beta 2. So the beta 1 is inhibited the cerebral activity. It is inhibited by the cerebral activity. It is inhibited by cerebral activity. And beta 2 is excited by mental activity. So the beta waves are identified in the parietal and frontal regions, and it divided into 2 types, inhibited beta 1 and beta 2. Beta 1 is inhibited by the electrical activity, beta 2 is excited by the mental activity. So what is the waves of the beta waves are 13 to 30 Hz. So alpha waves is the 18 to 13 Hz. It one is 13 to 30 Hz. The beta waves are indicates the alters such as when you have focus on solving problems. So the beta waves are indicate the focus on solving problems. Focus on solving problems. Focus on solving problems. So the next one is third one wave is the theta wave. Theta waves. So the theta waves. So the theta waves are the recorded from temporal region. Recorded from temporal region. Temporal region from only children's. Temporal region from only children's. They occurs on the stress and frustration. The waves are occurs in the stress and frustration. At the moment of the stress, at the moment of the frustration, the theta waves are identified in the temporal region of the brain. So the theta waves are 4 to 8 Hz only. 4 to 8 Hz only. The theta waves are observed the indication of the daydreaming or drowsiness. The theta waves observe the daydreaming and drowsiness. So this is about theta waves. The next one, the theta waves is the disorders like different disorders in the brain, especially adult, children, and etc. So this is about theta waves. The next one is the fourth one is the delta waves. Delta waves. So the delta waves are recorded from the cortex region. It's recorded from the cortex region. They occur deep sleep in the premature babies. Increase of brain diseases. They occur deep sleep in premature babies. And increase of the brain diseases. Increase of brain diseases. The delta waves are 0.5 to 4 Hz. 0.5 to 4 Hz. And then delta waves are observed the dreaming and drowsiness also. This one is observe the dreaming and drowsiness. Observed by the delta waves. So the delta waves are the 2 to 3 seconds get in the waves only. Just 2 to 3 seconds get in the waves. 2 to 3 seconds get in the waves. So this is about of the waves. What is the advantages of the EEG? What is the advantages of the EEG? So it is a non-invasive and harmless. It is a harmless and low cost and portable, high temporal resolution. And then what is the disadvantages of the EEG? What is the disadvantage of the EEG? It is a high noise ratio. Not very exact measuring. It not correct exact measuring. It is a not very exact measuring by the EEG. And the next one, low spatial resolution. So this is about EEG. So if you have any doubts, EEG, tomorrow we will discuss.